talk about your previous career, like before coming here. I know that you said you were in nursing school. I know that you said you played netball. I know that you had a lot of success in netball, and I know that it was hard for you to sort of, first of all, move away from your family.
Yeah.
Second of all, you're completely flipping career paths in a way. So go ahead and talk to me about all of that.
Okay. So my name is Megan. I think you should know that by now. I started playing netball. I want to say, and we call it primary school. I don't really know what you call it here. Probably elementary or it's different. But I'm from St. Lucia. It's in the Caribbean. I started playing netball at age 11 for my country. So I played um, nationally from 11, and I made the team every year after that. My first tournament, I was the youngest player. Like everybody was like 15, 14, and I was like 11, playing under 16. Yeah. Then I made the under 23 seniors. I captained my under 16 one year, and then I was the vice captain another year. Then we played Windward Islands. I captained, I think, like 3 years. Yeah, but that's what I played growing up. Can't not love netball. Then I moved to the States from St. Lucia. I started nursing school, but I didn't finish, which was a blessing in disguise because my school closed down right after I left. So, yeah, I didn't finish nursing school, but it all worked out because all my credits transferred over here. So now I'm able to graduate in 2.5 years with my bachelor's degree. So that's pretty good.
So what was that? So I'm assuming you were playing netball at the time that coach called you to come over here.
No, I was in the States.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that same year I got the call. I just went to play in February. They called me I'm basically an international player now since I leave overseas. So they called me to come play. It was a seniors tournament in Dominica. So I went over there to play in February. And then I got a call from my netball coach. Got a call from my netball coach. He's like, you getting a scholarship, full scholarship to go play basketball. I was like, basketball? I didn't like basketball. Like, my stepdad tried to get me to play basketball for years, and I'm like, no, I just don't like it. I don't like the aggressiveness, and I'm an aggressive player, but I just don't like all the contact and stuff, you know? So I was like, basketball? I don't know, but I look at it as God giving me another opportunity to finish school because I didn't finish nursing school. I'm like, maybe He's telling me I really want you to finish school, you know?
So what did that call feel like when you said that they called you and it was like, hey, we got a full ride for you? So like, were you in panic mode? Were you in like shock? Like, what was that?
I really was in shock because I was like, I don't know basketball. Like, I can't dribble a ball. I can shoot because I was a shooter in netball. I played defense and shoot, but I was just like, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into coming here. You know, it was just like, honestly, a leap of faith. Like I just followed I was just like, okay, this is what God has in store for me. Just follow this path.
How did coach hear about you?
I don't even know.
Like, did he tell you how that recruiting process worked out or what?
So it was this lady in Dominica where I went to play the netball in February. She was the one who saw me. She was the one who had the connection to Coach Cooper. So she called the coach, my netball coach, and then my netball coach called me and was like, you getting a scholarship? And then the lady called me and I was like, I'm going too fast. I wasn't the one who was supposed to get the scholarship. It was somebody else from Dominica. I was like I could say, second option if that didn't work out, you know. So this girl was supposed to get the scholarship, but she couldn't come for some reason. And that's how I ended up getting a scholarship. So originally it wasn't supposed to be me. It was just like, okay, that didn't work out, so I was like a second option, you know?
That's a huge blessing. Like this ain't even where I'm supposed to be at,
Yeah.
but it landed on me. Nah,
Yeah.
so how does that make you feel knowing that though? Like from first of all, not even thinking about basketball because you didn't like it,
Yeah.
and then not even being the original like this is the scholarship for you, and then on top of that, you're coming back here and you're still able to finish your degree. Like, what does that feel like being able to be here now?
It feels good, honestly. It's like what I live with is like whatever is for you will be for you. Like no matter what. Like God has your life planned out. We're gonna. It's life. Some things are gonna happen. You're gonna have mishaps in between, but it's like whatever is destined for you is gonna reach you. So it honestly feels good. It's like everything. I mean, that was not in my plans at all to be here today. But I honestly say like being here like really has changed my life. You know, it's like really like I'm really blessed. It was really a blessing. It's like from not being who was supposed to get the scholarship to getting the scholarship, getting here and doing all this like unimaginable things is just so crazy.
So I know you said that first year you was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just out here. Talk to me about that transition period from your first year of just being like fresh on the scene to your second year and you just pop
Yeah.
out. You got all these accolades. We're gonna get to the Hall of Fame part, but like all of these things were happening for you. What was that transition period like between that first season and the second season for you?
Okay. The first season when I just came, I was bad. Horrible. Like my shot was all the way off. I didn't have a follow through because in netball we kind of shoot differently. Like it's just like a flip. It's not really a follow through, Didn't have a follow through. Had to learn everything. Had to learn how to dribble. I couldn't dribble. Had to learn all the ins and outs of basketball, the defense, the offense. Like I can remember we were running plays and I didn't know like what to do. I was just so lost. Even if I had the playbook, even if I was studying the playbook, I didn't know like what to do because it's like everything is just so new to me, But my first year I played on JV, which really helped my development. Like I'm so thankful Coach Cooper put me on JV because on JV I was kind of doing good. Like I was getting double doubles in JV, So I was on JV. I feel like my first year I really didn't take it serious because it was like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I didn't know that my second year would have been like that because I was just learning everything and I'm just like, well, just go with the mood. I almost quit. Like my mom was the one who was like, don't quit, just keep going because I was. It was so hard.
Like for you when you wanted to quit, like what was the process of it? Like what gave you those feelings and what held you on to it?
I just feel like I wasn't getting the stuff because during practice I would have to like do it multiple times and like I would be called out because I'm not doing something good and I just felt okay. I don't want to get emotional, but I just felt like it was because I'm like a perfectionist. Like when I do something, I want to do it right, But in the process, I was coachable and like I wouldn't be like, oh, don't tell me how to do this, and like I would want to learn more. And I think that's what helped me because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to do better because I'm always like my mom has always taught me like you have to be number one in everything you do, and I feel like that's what just stuck with me throughout my life. Like whatever I do, I have to be number one, So when I played for varsity, when I got called up for varsity, I would play like 3 minutes and get like 3 rebounds in 3 minutes. I wouldn't score, but I would have like rebounds in like whatever minutes I play, I would have that amount of rebounds. And then I can remember my first, I made a free throw. That was my first goal on varsity. And then I went for the rebound and you can't do that. I didn't know. But when I scored that first goal, like all my teammates, they were cheering for me and stuff. And like, it just made me feel like, okay, you have people who's there supporting you even if you don't know what you're doing, So we played varsity. My game high for varsity was like 8 points, I was like, I felt good because like 8 points. I went from not scoring to, I was only getting rebounds to getting 8 points. I was kind of happy because I was getting in the flow and stuff. And then My second year came, and I don't know. Like it just, I still don't know how this happened.
Speaking of that second year, so at what point in the season did you feel like this is going way better than I expected it to?
Yeah.
Like was it early on and you were like, okay, I got this, or was it like the whole year was just like I'm still doing what I'm doing?
It all started when we went to California over Thanksgiving. I had a double double, both games. I was just getting blocks, rebounds, scoring, getting steals. Like I was just all over the place. And I'm like, in that moment, I'm still not thinking of anything of it. I think Coach Cooper, I'm so thankful for Coach Cooper because I feel like he saw my potential before I even did. Because my first year, I don't know basketball and I got a full scholarship. You know, he could have been like, I don't want you anymore because you don't even know what you're doing, you know. But I feel like he just saw my potential and had the faith in me. And after that game in California was where I really just started balling after that. Not even really balling. I really wasn't doing much. It's just catch the ball, go up. I couldn't make a post move to save my life.
Yeah, but I mean, you can say that, but the stats say otherwise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might say I might not have known what I was doing, but not a lot of people gonna put up the numbers like that.
Yeah.
So, talking about that second season, you went from not knowing a lick of basketball to your sophomore season. You're breaking 3 school records.
Yeah.
You averaged a double double.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you just said that was nothing that you were like anticipating. But now that you're here at this point, you got your jersey going into like what they said, the Hall of Honor. Let me make sure I say that correctly.
I think it's a Ring of Honor Hall of Fame.
Yes, the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Your jersey's getting put in there. And so, I know you're not new to the accolades. You know, when you was a netballer, you was getting all the accolades left and right. You was the youngest on the court. You're still doing your thing. And now you're here, and unexpectedly, you have a blow-up year, and you get all these accolades, not just from the SAC, not just from the NCCAA, but now from the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. What does that feel like for you now that you're in this moment and thinking back on where you started?
Honestly, it just feels like I'm just so proud of myself because it's just like, first of all, I didn't even know that Hall of Fame was a thing. I didn't even know. It was like one day after practice, okay, we went to the locker room, Coach Cooper, you know, giving his after practice speech or whatever. And then he was like, wait, Megan got, what did he say? Hall of Fame, something. They're going to hang a jersey up and stuff. I was like, hold up, Hall of Fame? Like, what? That was like, for me, it just felt like, okay, you're on the right path. Like, it's just so big time for me because it's like, I came from nothing. Like, I came from not knowing basketball, not knowing how to dribble, not knowing the ins and outs of basketball, to just blowing up and being in the Hall of Fame my second year. It's just insane. Like, it's so crazy. And I'm just like, I'm just so humble about it because it's like, you know, whatever is given to you can be taken like right in this moment, you know. But I'm just so thankful I never gave up, you know, because if I had gave up, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in right now. And I feel like my mentality is what really helped me throughout my sophomore year. Because it was like nobody knew me. But even when they knew me, they couldn't stop me. You know? It was like I had like 7 2020s. That's it. Like, that's just so insane. So crazy. It's
so,
like
speaking of that year and how all of that panned out, how did your family react to your success throughout that season?
Oh, my mother, she still don't know how to act. I don't really have a big family in the States, but my family back home and like the people from my community, I'm from a small village called Canaries. It's a small fishing village in St. Lucia. They repost everything and like they're just so happy and supportive, and I'm so thankful. But the support is so like overwhelming. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, so much people supporting you and reposting, and you know, it's just sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, thank you, like thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's like the support, when you have supportive people, and like my mother is really supportive, and my brother, you know, you have people who really support you, really helps you.
Now that you have that under your belt, like you got that year of success and like sort of like a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Now that you have 2 more years left, like what's the goal now? Like what is the goal? Because I feel like at this point you ain't got really too many goals other than let me just do better than what I did last year. But like what's your mindset now going into this year?
My mindset now going into this year is just I'm unstoppable. Like nobody can stop me. Like it don't matter what team we're playing, who we're going against. I can go against the best player right now, and you can't stop me. Like that's just my mindset. You know, you can be great where you are. You know, you don't have to be like following the trend and like, oh, I want to go D1 just because it's D1. Like you can be great where you are, and I feel like my mentality for this year is just so much different because now I know what I can do. Like I have not even scratched the surface of where I can be, you know.
So with 2 years still being left, what are your like? Do you think about what you're gonna do when you graduate?
Yeah.
What's in your mind when you think about that?
So my goal when I graduate is I'm looking to go pro. Now I don't. Well, I'm not gonna say the WNBA because it's so hard to go to the WNBA from NAIA because we don't have no exposure. But it's not impossible, you know. So I'm still kind of thinking whether I want to get in the WNBA draft. I mean, you never know. Like who knows? I can be one of the few from the NAIA getting drafted to the WNBA. But my goal after when I graduate, now that I'm doing so good and I have the potential to go overseas or go pro, that's what I'm looking forward to after I graduate. But I have my degree, you know, in my back pocket just in case. You never know.
Do you now that you have had this success in basketball, do you think you'll ever go back to netball?
Of course. Like we just there was just the same tournament I played in 2022 in February. They did call me to come back to play, but Coach Cooper.
That ain't gonna happen with him. You gotta stick with that basketball right now.
I mean, I get where he's coming from because I can get injured and mess up my whole season. You know, I can't put that on the line just to go play netball. I mean, I'll forever love netball. Like it's right here in my heart. Like netball is what I love. But now that I'm doing good in basketball, I slowly started to love basketball. Now I love it, like, you know, because I'm doing. So like when you start doing good in something, you slowly get the love and the passion for it. But I mean, now I have two passions. I love netball and basketball. So, but whenever I can go back to play, I will.